Evening, dear students. How is everyone doing? If you have not started with your CAT preparation, this is the video for you. My name is Rita Gurbani and I am your VARC expert and I welcome you to this another motivating and enriching session by Supergrads CAT from top rankers. So what are you waiting for? Your CAT VARC. The VARC section comprises of this question variety, which you are already aware of. You have reading comprehension, where there are four questions, four passages of four questions each. That means a total of 16 questions. You have 16 questions from the passages, and there are multiple choice questions wherein you have to tick the right answer. The next variety is the verbal ability questions, in which you get 8 questions, wherein 3 questions are of para summary, three questions are of para jumbles, and 2 questions come from your para completion. And these days, another variety has been introduced, which is the finding out of the odd sentence. There are 4 sentences and 4 or 5 sentences interconnected, but there is one sentence which is odd. So you will find that it does not make sense. It doesn't go with the rest of the sentences. And so you have to eliminate that. That is called odd man out. So now, having said this, you have understood, you know, you are familiar, you have seen the previous year question papers of VARC section. Now, what makes it so difficult? The problem, dear students, with VARC is it is difficult, to track your progress. Because if you do other subjects, you know that you have solved a particular puzzle, you have solved a particular problem, you have done a particular topic, you are confident that you know this is the way it is done. But what happens in VARC, since there is so much to read and there are so many words and phrases which confuse an ordinary reader or an ordinary student, so it is difficult to measure what progress you have been making. But now is the time to have a grip on these issues as well. So now I would like to take you through the roadmap of VRC section. The first of all, as I said, this is a wake up call. This is April now, and you have 8 months left. If the CAT exam has to happen in the end of November, then you have 8 months to go. And what should be your strategy? So, this for all the serious CAT aspirants, this is the time for serious study and preparing a routine which entails 2-3 hours of study every day. Now, the focus should be on the coverage of syllabus. You have to cover the syllabus, right? You have to now understand what kind of questions can be asked and what are the passages which are to be read. And you have also to take up the mocks and the sectionals. If you take up the mocks and the sectionals, it gives you a complete grip on the pattern, on the time. So your attempt rate increases, with the result that your accuracy rate also increases. So pay attention to all these. So that what I mean to say is, for these coming 3 or 4 months, you have completed the syllabus, and till September you are done with the things, and then for the remaining months you will take up the revision that we will come to in the next session, in the next video. So in this roadmap to your success, roadmap to your CAD success, you find that there are challenges. This is an uphill task. This is not reading for the sake of fun or passing away of the leisure time or just for entertainment. It entails a serious amount of reading with logical understanding. And the basic idea is to read and to connect the dots. And as I have already shown you, the major part of the question paper carries questions on reading passages. Okay, these are no common passages. These are passages being taken from sources and resources which require a high level of intelligence. But you need not bother. You have to just hone your reading skills. And reading should be your mantra. Read, and read some more. Now, the question is how to read. Yes, correct. You have to read, as I said, if you are a beginner, then I would give you a tip. You read the books on NCERT, right? Because they are authentic. Whatever books you have read in 11th and 12th, whatever subjects you had, read those subjects again, and then you read some other subjects also which were not your area of interest, or the subjects which you had not offered, right? This gives you a practice, These are authentic sources. This gives you a variety because CAT exam has a lot of variety. There are so many topics, there are so many domains from which the passages are selected. It can be psychology, it can be sociology, it can be medical health and sciences, it can be technology, it can be current affairs, it can be geopolitical affairs, it can be literature, it can be art, it can be science, what not. So this gives you a variety, your eyes get attuned. And read the first thing in the morning. And then later on, when you find that your speed has increased, you find that you have come to terms with reading, then you move on to Aeon essays. Okay, read every day. Why to read every day? Because that is what you have to do on the exam day. And you keep a record, you maintain the record of the questions. Remember, dear students, if you are comfortable with a particular kind of passage, okay, and you have recorded it somewhere, then what happens? It gives you the roadmap that yes, in the exam, if you get such a passage with which you have a good convenience, I mean to say the comfortability level is quite high, you will select that passage first. And there's no compulsion of doing the RC first. If you feel, if you have understood over the months that your for example, para jumbles is the question which you are doing very well, so you select that question first. If you think that your para summary question is the one on which you have a very good grip, so you select that question, right? In this way you find that you develop a level of comfortability. And one more tip I would like to share here is the foreign words, right? You know that in these passages, there are, so many words which have been taken from different languages, Spanish, French, Latin, German, So what happens? Your Greek, Sanskrit, then what happens? You are able to understand that word quickly and you don't have to learn it in a different manner, right? What I mean to say is, try to focus on the vocabulary which is inherently given. I mean to say contextual understanding you have to develop. And these passages generally, they test your reading level on three different levels. I mean, your understanding of reading, they do it on three different levels. The first is a very simple general level, right, in which the theme maybe has to be understood. So here you have to employ the skill of skimming very nicely. The technique of skimming should be used to your complete advantage, to your utmost advantage. Second is a little deeper level in which you get the central idea, right? So here you have to delve deeper. The third variety, of course, is the most difficult, and there you have to get into the passage completely, which talks about the evaluation part. Okay, that is why it is considered difficult, right? But then with your continued practice, you will be able to ace it. So, my dear students, read, read, and read. Solve three passages at least every day. And don't only read, read, analyze. Try thinking like an author, how the author will move towards the next point. What might be his next clue? In this way, try to understand what will be the next point which the author might try to take up, right? And then analyze, write down, make the summary, okay, paraphrase, and all the paragraphs which are there inside a passage, you paraphrase. I mean to say, from every paragraph, just take out one major idea, one central idea. And in this way, if the passage comprises 4 or 5 paragraphs, you find that you have got a list of 4 or 5 ideas, which are the key elements of the passage, which make you understand the passage completely. So in this way, if you take care of all these techniques, you will definitely be able to develop your strategy to your advantage, dear students. And my request is, if you could share this video with the other students, if you can like this, and if you can subscribe to the channel, then you will, then I'll be not only happy, but I'll be eager to bring some more videos in this manner for the student community so that they get benefited. Ultimately, our motive here at Supergrads from top rankers is that the student community should be benefited and they get a lot of hand holding. So with these words, I take your leave. Keep studying, keep reading, keep improving. More power to you. God bless you. Bye bye.